but it will force us, I think, to invest more in the technologies that can deliver this, none of which are the ones that are burning the carbon. Like that'll be all those unbelievable number of fuel trucks.
And by the way, you've had one or more nuclear.
Yeah, I personally think that is either the most likely or the second most likely.
Do you feel like the world is more receptive to that technology? Now, certainly, historically not in the U.S.
I think the world is still, unfortunately, pretty negative on fission. Super positive on fusion. That's a much easier story. But I wish the world would embrace fission much more. I may be too optimistic about this, but I think we have paths now to a massive energy transition away from burning carbon. It'll take a while. Those carbon keep driving us. There's all of the transport stuff. It'll be a while. There's like a fusion reactor in every cargo ship. But if we can drop the cost of energy as dramatically as I hope we can, then the math on carbon capture just so changes. I still expect, unfortunately, the world is on a path where we're going to have to do something dramatic with climate, like geoengineering as a band-aid, as a stopgap. But I think we do not see a solution.
So I want to just go back to my question. In terms of moving in the opposite direction, it sounds like the answer is potentially yes on the demand side, unless we take drastic action on the supply.
But there is no, I see no way to supply this, to manage the supply side without a really big breakthrough.
Right. Does this frighten you? Because the world hasn't been that versatile when it comes to supply, but AI, as you have pointed out, is not going to take its time until we start generating enough power.
It motivates us to go invest more in fusion and invest more in new storage, and not only the technology, but what it's going to take to deliver this at the scale that AI needs and the global needs. So I think it would be not helpful for us to just sit there and be nervous. We're just like, hey, we see what's coming. With very high conviction is coming. How can we use our abilities, our capital, or whatever else to do this? And in the process of that, hopefully deliver a solution for the rest of the world, not just AI training workloads or input workloads.
And it felt like in 2023 we had the beginning of a almost hypothetical conversation about regulating AI. What should we expect in 2024? And do governments act? Does it become real? And what does AI safety look like?
So I think it is becoming real. The EU is on the cusp of actually finalizing this regulation, which is going to be quite extensive. And the Biden administration wrote a long executive order, I think in the history of executive orders, covering this technology, and it's being implemented in 2024. They gave agencies a bunch of homework for how to implement this government technology, and it's happening. So I think it is really moving forward. But what exactly safety looks like, what it even is, I think this is still a conversation we haven't bottomed out on. We found out we went through a forum parts.
Maybe explain what.
So this is, for now, this is Microsoft, OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google. But it will, I think, expand to other frontier labs. But really, right now, all of us are working on safety. We all read some models, we all do a lot of work, but we really don't have even a common vocabulary. Or a standardized approach. And to the extent that people think, like, well, this is just industry, but this is in part in response to many governments that have asked us this very thing. So, like, what is it across industry you think are viable best practices?
Is there a risk that regulation starts to discourage entrepreneurial activity in AI?
I mean, I think people are terrified of this. This is why I think Germany, France, Italy interjected into the EU AI discussion because they are really concerned about their own industries being sort of undercut before they even had a chance to develop.
Were you satisfied with your old boss's executive order? And was there anything in there that you would lobby against?
No, and in fact, I think it was really good in that it wasn't just these are restrictions. And then also please go think about how your agency will actually leverage this to do your work better. So I was really encouraged that they actually did have a balanced approach.
Sam, first time at Davos?
First time.
Okay, you mentioned that you prefer to spend more time here on stage talking about AGI. What is the message you're bringing to political leaders and other business leaders here, if you could distill it? Thank you.
So I think 2023 was the year where the world woke up to the possibility of these systems becoming increasingly capable and increasingly general. But GPT-4, I think, is best understood as a preview. And it was more over the bar than we expected of utility for more people in more ways. But it's easy to point out limitations. And again, what's real? People love it as much as they do. But this is progress here is not linear. And this is the thing that I think is really tricky. Humans have horrible intuition for explanations, at least speaking for myself, but it seems like a common part of the human tradition. What does it mean if GPT-5 is just better than GPT-4 is 4 was to 3 and 6 is to 5? And what does it mean if we're on the trajectory now? On the question of regulation, I think it's great. Different countries are going to try different things. Some countries will probably ban AI. Some countries will say no guardrails at all. Both of those, I think, are not optimal. And we'll get to see different things work. But as these systems become more powerful, as they become more deeply integrated into the economy, as they become something we all use to do our work. And then there's things beyond that, as they become capable of discovering new scientific knowledge for humanity. Even as they become capable of doing AI research at some point. The world is going to change more slowly and more quickly than we might imagine, but the world is going to change. This is the thing I always say is no one knows what happens next. I really believe that, and I think keeping the humility about that is really important. You can see a few steps in front of you, not too many. But when the cost of cognition falls by a factor of 1,000 or a million, when the capability of it becomes, it augments us in ways we can't even imagine. Like one example I think useful was what if the world had a really company of 10,000 great virtual employees, experts in every area. They never fought with each other. They didn't need to rest. They got really smart. They got smarter to rapid pace. What would we do for each other? What would that do to the world experience? And the answer is none of us know, of course. And none of us has strong intuition. I can imagine it sort of, but it's not like a clear picture. And this is going to happen. It doesn't mean we don't get to steer it. It doesn't mean we don't get to work really hard to make it safe and to do it in a responsible way. But we are going to go to the future. And I think the best way to get there in a way that works is the level of engagement we now have. Part of the big part of the reason we believe in iterative development technology is that people need time to understand it. We need time to make mistakes.
Después lo que me dices, fueron
policy mistakes.
los macarrones que te hiciste todo el otro día, los volví a hacer, haz de cuenta que me los voy a tocar, lo más que con el brócoli que estaba ahí en la bolsa. Pruébalos, ¿está? Qué rico que fuiste por vacaciones.
And how long do we have for this iterative process?
Pero eso quiere decir que no comiste nada.
If I try to think about this,
No, la neta no comiste nada.
when AI can do really good AI research, and I can see a few others too, but that's like a evocative example. But on the whole, I don't think it's about crossing this one line. I think it's about this continuous exponential growth line together. And so how long do we have? Like no time at all in it.
I saw GPT-5 trending on X earlier this week, and I clicked, and it sounded, probably misinformed. But what can you tell us about GPT-5? Is it an exponential, improvement over what we see now?
I don't know what we're going to call our next model.
Are we going to get creative with the naming process?
I don't want to be like shipping iPhone 2027. So, it's not my style. But I think The next model we release, I expect it to be very impressive, to do new things that were not possible with GPT-4, to do a lot of things better. And I expect us to take our time to make sure we can launch something that we feel good about and responsible about.
Within OpenAI, some employees consider themselves to be, quote, building God.
I have that UK. I mean, I've heard like people say that facetiously, but I think almost all employees would say they're building a tool. More so than they thought they were going to be, they're thrilled about, this confusion in the industry of, are we building a feature, are we building a tool? I think it's much more building a tool, and that's much better. I was just going to say, like, we think of ourselves as builders. AI is much more of a tool than a product, and much more of a tool than just like an entity. And one of the most wonderful things about last year was seeing just how much people around the world could do with that tool. And it astonished us, and people would see more and more human creativity and ability to like do more better tools.
And before we have to start wrapping up, there was a report that you were working with Johnny Ive on an AI-powered device, either within OpenAI, perhaps as a separate company. I bring it up because CES was earlier this month, and AI-powered devices were the talk of the conference. Can you give us an update on that? And does AI bring us to the beginning of the end of smartphones?
Smartphones are fantastic. I don't think smartphones are going anywhere. I think what they do really well. They're very general. If there is a new thing to make, I don't think it replaces smartphones the way that I don't think smartphones replace computers. But if there's a new thing to make that helps us do more, better, in a new way, then we have this unbelievable change. Like I don't think we quite. I don't spend enough time marveling at the fact that we can now talk to computers and they understand us and do stuff for us. Like it is a new affordance, a new way to use a computer. And if we can do something great there, a new kind of computer, we should do that. And if it turns out that the smartphone's really good and it's all software, then fine. But I bet there is something great to be done.
And the partnership with Johnny, is that an OpenAI effort? Is that another company? Okay. Otto, I'm going to give you the last word. As you and Sam meet with business world leaders here at Davos, what's the message you want to leave?
I think that there is a trend where people feel more fear than excitement about technology. I understand that we have to work very hard to make sure that the best version of technology is realized. But I do think that many people are engaging with this via the leaders here, and that they really have responsibility to make sure that they are sending a balanced message so that people can really actually engage with it and realize the benefit of this technology.
Can I have 20 seconds? One of the things that I think OpenAI has not always done right in the field either is find a way to build these tools in a way and also talk about them that don't get that kind of response. I think ChatGPT, one of the best things it did is it shifted the conversation about positive, not because it helped us look great, but because people used it and are like, oh, I get it. I use it in a very natural way. The smartphone was cool because I didn't have to use keyboard and phone. I could use it more naturally. Talking is even more natural. Speaking of Johnny is a genius. One of the things that I think he has done again and again about computers is figuring out a way to make them very human compatible. And I think that's super important with technology, making this feel like not this mystical thing from sci-fi, but this new way to use a computer that you love, and it really feels like I still remember the first time I got it. And what that felt like to me was heavy. It was heavy, but it had that handle, even though it was like a kid, it was very heavy to carry. It did mean that I was like, I had a different relationship because of that handle. And because of the way it was like, oh, moving around. I could unplug it out the window and I like wake up and take over. That's nice. And I think the way we design technology and products really does.
We began this morning on the big news last night of what was simultaneously a big night, and a foregone conclusion for former President Donald Trump in the Iowa caucus as CBS News projects that Trump got 51% of the Republican vote in the Hawkeye state, even more than expected. It is a historic landslide victory. As for the race for the very distant second place, Ron DeSantis beat Nikki Haley just barely. And those results are enough to keep them both on the campaign trail. But Vivek Ramaswamy's run is over.
The businessman suspended his campaign after finishing fourth. Tony is in Des Moines leading our coverage. He's at the Smoky Row Coffee House. I love the name of that place. And last night, he was inside a caucus room as people's handwritten notes were counted. That was fascinating to watch. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everyone. It's one of the most charming traditions in American politics. Those handwritten pencil ballots here in Iowa. And we're now one step closer to that Biden-Trump rematch that very few voters won. And speaking of very few voters, last night's turnout was the lowest in at least a decade. Get this, just 15% of registered Republicans participated. Still, we gotta say it was a decisive win to give front-runner momentum and also help with that storyline he's been pushing, one of inevitability. Our experience last night was at Polk County. We were at a caucus site where no doubt the cold and the ice kept some people away. But the presence of Donald Trump in the race also brought some voters out. In fact, we saw dozens of Democrats and independents at our site switch their party registration to participate and cast a vote for a Trump alternative. According to the caucus chair, they actually ran out of paperwork to accommodate everyone. They would run out of someone's house and get more. For more on last night's results, though, that was pretty interesting. Yeah, they really did that. Ed O'Keefe is joining me here at the table at Smoky Row. Good morning, Tony. Good to see you. This was the big day that Trump's campaign was hoping for, and it cements his GOP front-runner status. Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis also punched their tickets out of Iowa. The question is, how much further will they go?
Iowa, thank you.
Former President Donald Trump in Iowa last night
taking his first big step
towards return to the White House.
This is the first because the big night is going to be in November when we take back our country. I want to congratulate Ron and Nikki.
Ron DeSantis outpaced polls in a distant second, but it was the place he needed to continue.
Despite all of that they threw us, everyone against us, we've got our ticket punched out of Iowa.
Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley finished third, but argued first grade next contest in New Hampshire and her home state, where she's Trump's opponent.
Tonight, I made this Republican primary a two-person race.
So how did Trump win Iowa? With broad support critics young which is wrong. And according to CBS presenters, he doubled support with key voters. The very conservative voters without a college degree, and white evangelical Christians. And Trump dominated on the concern of goers, immigration, and the economy. Iowa also helped shrink the field when businessman he threw his support on the former president.
Now going forward, he will have my full endorsement.
Now, Trump is hoping to leverage the Iowa landslide as a race to
He is the worst president that we've had in the history of our country.
Last night, President Biden acknowledged Trump winning the fundraising appeal, hoping to build on the record $97 million in the election campaign, and Democrats took in the fourth quarter. As for Trump, he's now in New York City, poised to attend yet another court hearing. This time, the second defamation trial brought by the author Jean Carroll from the Iowa Reminder. This campaign season runs for places like Iowa.
Yeah, well, the campaign trail. People are going to be in New Hampshire. Thank you very much.
Speaking of New Hampshire, that vote is now just 1 week away. And forgive me for this next quote, people of Iowa, but a governor of the state of New Hampshire once said, and again, direct quote here, the people of Iowa picked corn, the people of New Hampshire picked presidents. Ouch, but he did have a point. 5 of the last 7 GOP primaries without an incumbent, New Hampshire did in fact pick the eventual nominee, Haley Burns, there in New Hampshire, made her way. I think it's a little warmer and a little more predictable. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Tony. We've got a little bit of snow on the ground here in New Hampshire to compete with you all in Iowa, but New Hampshire is a place that has long offered some hope for candidates coming off of losses in Iowa, and this time, Nikki Haley is hoping to make this a competitive race with Donald Trump. But she's hoping to tap into independent voters here in this state who play an outsized role in the primary.
And in New Hampshire, supporters of Nikki Haley weren't waiting on Iowa. As Iowans caucus Monday and spent time here with canvassers for a super PAC backing the former UN ambassador. Greg Moore is the group's senior advisor.
More than 20 people will be voting in New Hampshire and Iowa.
Does New Hampshire take any cues from Iowa?
There hasn't been a non-incumbent election. There hasn't been a separation where the Iowa caucus and the New Hampshire primary were one of the same first.
Those registered independent or undeclared make up more than 39% of voters in the state. Voters like Allen.
I would absolutely not support Trump. I can't support someone that I don't respect.
CBS polling shows that while 48% likely Republican voters in Iowa align themselves with Trump's MAGA mantra, only 33% in New Hampshire.
I'm thrilled to be back in your beautiful state.
But the former president leads the polls in New Hampshire. The state continued the nomination in 2016 after a loss in Iowa.
You started it, remember?
This is Haley is hoping New Hampshire does something for her.
Now, to be clear, Nikki Haley still has an uphill climb here in New Hampshire. Donald Trump leads in all the polls, and he's expected to have a very heavy presence here in the state with nearly half a dozen events already on the schedule. Tony?
Thank you very much. Joining now, Major Garrett, our chief Washington correspondent, to help us understand what it all means. Please make sense of it.
All right. Donald Trump won a historic victory here with record low turnout, a very low turnout. It still is a momentum builder for Trump, and it answers one question the Trump campaign wanted to answer emphatically in Iowa. Is the party ready to move on from Trump? No. That's what the Trump campaign will say. And they will also say a historic victory here means near inevitability. And a narrow, very narrow path to someone like Haley or even more distant Ron DeSantis. Because DeSantis poured so many resources in here. The rationale resources for DeSantis are harder to see after Iowa. They are somewhat there for Haley, very tough.
So when Nikki Haley says that she did last night in her victory speech for her runner-up, in her third-place speech, it's now make the best of what you got speech. Yes. It's a two-person race for her argument. It sounds like maybe sorta.
So look, does New Hampshire lay down better for Nikki Haley than Iowa? Absolutely. She wasn't organized here. She was a late arrival, essentially. Getting a respectable third is okay for here. And what you saw last night at the caucus site, Democrats coming to register. That's much harder in Iowa than it is in New Hampshire. Not only is it easier to do there, there's a greater history of that there. So if Nikki Haley is talking about lightly attached Republicans, Democrats, Independents, New Hampshire really does make that much more viable for her. One problem for Nikki Haley, among others, is she has not got full brunt of the Trump attack.
You know, the Biden people would say everyone's calling it a landslide for Donald Trump. But look, almost half of Republicans said they don't want the guy. Isn't that true?
Yes and no. For Trump, he only got 1.4% of the caucus in 2016. He became a Republican nominee. He got 52.5% last night. That puts him on a pretty sizable path. And It's also an answer to something that has been consistently hovering around Trump. Do your legal problems create political problems? And the answer so far is not only no. Heck no. They just don't. They create a rallying effect that is almost as potent as the general Republican satisfaction with him as the incumbent former president that they well remember. And what's interesting here in Iowa, Tony, and if the Trump campaign can replicate this in other states, it's going to be incredibly hard. He's the incumbent, he's the challenger, he's the victor. That is Montana. And it was proved here in Iowa by potent combination.
Major Derek, thank you very much. Meaning of it. I appreciate that, New York. As I said back to you, I want to point something out. Not the decision last night by the AP, many news organizations, including CBS, to project a win for Donald Trump 30 minutes into the night while some people were still caucusing. Most people were still caucusing. Did not go well. Did not go over well inside the site where I was. I want to be more connected. So based on what I know, your call was because of information that we share with other news organizations that is gathered by the precinct reporters who go in first into caucus sites, they poll Iowans as they enter, but we're going to go for more. We vet the information and then make that call, that projection. While there is a process, and many had caucus already, the caucus has been done statewide. It meant that in my particular location, and this is true for other locations as well, no one had in fact cast a ballot when people started going off on people's phones. All the energy drained out of the room, and I have to say there's got to be a better way to do it.
I was thinking that exact same thing, sitting watching at my kitchen table. How do we call it so early when people still haven't even written down their ballots yet? I was wondering that exact same thing.
And we're very lucky you were in the room to report that. Thank you.
We begin this hour with the Republican presidential race after Donald Trump's overwhelming win at last night's Iowa caucus. Wasn't even close. Trump won 51% of the vote, 30% more than his nearest rival, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis finished second. Former U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley was just behind. Trump is the first Republican candidate ever to top 5% votes in Iowa. That's despite all his legal challenges and what some call his extreme rhetoric. Nikki Haley joins us now from the next battleground in this Republican contest in New Hampshire. Madam Ambassador, good morning.
Good morning from snowy, beautiful New Hampshire. It's great to be with you.
Ambassador, all good presidents are tested by adversity. You have some. Why is this race not over?
We're just getting started. I mean, Iowa is the first, then New Hampshire is the first in the nation, and we go to the first in the South and South Carolina. This is what plays out in presidential elections. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And we're taking it one step at a time. Iowa was very, very good to us, but we are super excited to be here in New Hampshire and go ahead and make decisions also.
Anything you're going to do differently?
Well, I think, look, we've been here for 11 months now, campaigning, doing it the New Hampshire way, making sure that we answer every question, touch every hand, and be the last person to leave. And so we're going to look at this entire week to continue doing what we've done for 11 months, and it's paid off. That's why we're a stone's throw away from Trump, and it's why we're going to be the stronger in New Hampshire.
Ambassador, 30 points in Iowa is more than a stone's throw, but let me accept your claim coming out of Iowa, which is that it's too close.
I'm talking about a stone's throw in New Hampshire. I'm talking about a stone's throw in New Hampshire. If you look at the fact Iowa's behind us, we're looking at New Hampshire and South Carolina. If you look at both of those races, it is a two-person race going in.
So let's accept for a moment that it's a two-person race. Campaigns are job interviews. And so that makes you both a candidate and a job reference for the front runner. You watch them up close. Many who also did, who watched former President Trump up close, said he's unfit to be president. You won't say that, and it appears that you can't, and I wonder if this is an obstacle for you in your party, because if you were to say that, anything that identifies a character flaw in Donald Trump would be seen by Republican voters as a compliment. If you can say, somebody watched him up close, that he is unfit to be president, why shouldn't voters pick the guy with more experience?
I mean, John, if you listened to my speech last night, I basically said that no one wants to go back to the same old thing that we've always had. 70% of Americans don't want to see Trump or Biden. The majority of Americans disapprove of both of them. Both of them put us $1 trillion in debt that our kids are never going to forgive us for. So, look, I have said both are caught up in their grievances and investigations, and Americans want to move forward with a new generational leader. You guys want me to hate Trump. Some people want me to love Trump. I don't hate or love him. I call it out like I see it. And when I see something wrong, I say it. I said I don't think he needs to be the next president. I'm going to be the next president. And so we want to move forward so that he's no longer a part of the conversation, that we leave the chaos of the past, and we move forward with the solution.
But if it's a two-person race, it's not crazy to ask about the other person in the race. You watch them up close. Is Donald Trump fit to be president?
I told you up close what he is. I think that chaos follows him. I've said that over and over again. Right or wrong, chaos follows him. And we can't have a country in disarray and have a world on fire and go through 4 more years of chaos. And so, look, there's no more better way to say someone should not be president than to run against him. So I am running against him because I think we need a new generational leader. I'm running against him because the majority of Americans agree with me. They don't want to see Trump and Biden again. And I'm running again because if you look at the polls in New Hampshire, we're a stone's throw away from it. We've got one more fella to catch up to, and we're going to get it done.
Governor Haley, it's good to see you. How do you convince some of Trump voters to vote for you? It's interesting, the latest poll shows yesterday, 65% of the caucus voters still do not believe that Joe Biden legitimately won this election. How do you combat it when people just don't believe the facts? That no